Alright, yo, what up? This is y'all Shook Up. Just showing you guys a PvP, ESO PvP build subclassing with the Warden, Arcanist, and DK. It's a super fun build. But before we get into that, I just had to say thank you guys so much. I appreciate all your support. I always got to thank you. Thank you. So, with that said, excuse me. With that said, we're going to get into this, right? So, let's check out the back bar. This build is stupid tanky. Like, for what it is, this is crazy. So you almost got 38k resistances, 37, 37, 37, 8, 4, 5, 37, 1, 19, 3,000 critical, and 36 resistance. You have 1,000 plus recovery, 1,000, 51, 1,023, 28,000, 32,000, 19,000. This, even 5,000 weapon damage on the back bar. This build is extremely tanky. And then you also get crit, but it from the skills. So you'll have about 24% crit. Like I said, this build really tanky and hits extremely hard. It's super fun. So then we go to the front bar. We got 923, 947, 28, 32, 19, 5,147 weapon damage. And like I said, we get about 24% crit, because of our skill, 7k penetration, but also, with the sets I'm running, you most likely get around 17, 18. But actually, with the way it works, yeah, about almost 20, so should be good. And then the front bar resistance is actually nasty. So when you go on the front bar, you're still 34, 33, 29 critical resistance. Like I'm saying, you're basically hitting like a truck, and you're able to take a lot of damage. So it works out pretty good. So we'll get into the sets, since that's something simple. Well, actually, you know what? Before we get into that, I'm running the Warrior Munderstone. Bewitched Sugar Skulls is the one I'm running for the sets. Now, there's obviously better ways to run this, but personally, the sets are not going to change. You have Essence Thief, staple, 10% more damage. You heal. I mean, this set is absolutely amazing. If you haven't got it, it's Essence Thief. It deals damage with light or heavy attack, draws essence from the enemy that pulls near them for 5 seconds. Drawing from the pull heals for 4,403. So, 4,443 health. Restores 4,356 stamina. Increases your damage done by 10% for 10 seconds. A pull can only be created once every 10 seconds. So if you haven't got this, go run White Gold Tower, because I know there's new people coming. Go run called White Gold Tower. It is a great dungeon, super easy. You can farm this pretty quick. Well, super hard if you haven't, super easy for basically anybody else. You don't have to run any poisons. I just like to throw these on there. And then my second set, Wretched Vitality on the back bar. Great set. It's a beautiful set. I love this set. I can sustain through basically anything. I can't say too much about the set of how great it is. I love it. Now, Rally and Cry would be better, but we don't really care about being better. We just care about what we like, and this one is still strong. You could run whatever poison you want. I like to run the mobilization, but you don't have to. Defending on the back bar, and like I said, Retro Vitality. It gives you recovery, damage. That's why I'm saying your recovery is 900 base. 1,000 base is a lot with these sets, because you're just boosting it up more. While in combat, apply a major buff or debuff with a duration to a target grants you 260 magic and stamina recovery for 15 seconds. While in combat, apply a minor or debuff with a duration to a target that grants you 130 magic and stamina. So you could basically, you're good, right? Raska and Rally would be better, but like I said, we're not going for better. And then Wretched with the shield. I got Impin, Tristat, and then like I said, whatever poison you want, and good old Balorgs. You can never go wrong with Balorgs. It hits extremely hard. If you stack a 500, basically, if you get someone halfway, you freeze them, leap them, it's over. They're not going to survive. But yeah, Tristat, I'm running a medium helmet. Would be ideal for a heavy, but I don't have it. Tristat, Impin. Chest, One Piece Training, another staple. Got your health, got your Impin, got your Tristat, heavy chest. Shoulders should be medium, but they're heavy because I don't have a heavy helmet. This one, Stamina, Impin, Balorgs, beautiful. Light, Wretched, Stamina, Impin. You definitely got to do that. Heavy hands, in pin, tri-stat, perfect. Legs, heavy, tri-stat, in pin, tri-stat, in pin, medium, feet. And then for the necklace, we got Essence Thief with some weapon damage and movement speed. And then I love this Mark of Majesty. Great news. You do not have to run this. Like, you have already so much damage and so much. You could run. I wouldn't recommend running this, to be honest. But you could run Death Dealer's Feet to boost your damage even higher. I mean, you can have crazy tooltip because you're having Death Dealer's Feet. You could pump basically all your health into stamina and just literally hit like a train. Like, because your stamina is what boosts your damage even higher. You won't have as much weapon damage, but your damage in general is going to go up. Or you run that new Monomyth or Saint Seducer. And then Ring of the Essence, 278, because I got the infused. This is great. You don't need any this. You basically are going to hit hard. Now, we're going to do the skills, okay? So, we'll go front bar first, okay? We have Rune of Colossus Pull. This, well, actually, you know what? I'm going to tell you what I'm... Well, I guess I'll go over the skills, and then I'll tell you why I'm running Animal Companion, Daedric, and Apocryphal. Or, you know what? I'll go over the skill lines first. Animal Companion is what I'm running, and the reason I'm running it... Or, how would I want to do this? So, basically, I'm running Animal Companion, Daedric Power, Soldier Apocrypha. Okay, I'll go over the skills and then I'll go over the passives after. Sorry about that, guys. Just want to make it clear. So if you're new or if you really... This build in the right hands is not only super fun, but it's... who doesn't want to freeze them off and then leap them? You know what I mean? So, Rune of Colossus, it's in the Soldier Apocrypha. An etch a morph rune on your enemy's mind, paralyzing them in fear after 1 second delay, stunning them for 4 seconds. This, I can't read that. Undimensioned phenomenon applies minor vulnerability and minor brittle for 20 seconds, increasing their damage taken by 5% and their critical damage taken by 10. What makes this so tanky, what makes this I mean, not tanky, what makes this thing hit so hard is, look at it. You're literally able to just freeze someone and smack the crap out of them, right? This skill paired with like that other one with, dude, if you have this and Merciless with Incap, it becomes real nasty real quick. But that's another build. With this one, you can use this skill, which is extremely strong, right? So this is extremely strong. Paralyze them, everything. So you don't have to run Charm. But what I like to do is run Bloody Soul. It's a good spammable. It hits pretty decent. It's not like hitting like a truck. But here's a good thing. Consumes a soul gem to deal 1.5 of the enemy's max health as Oblivion damage every 1 second for 5 seconds up to max of 1,500 damage. Deals up to 100% more damage to enemies under 50% health and occurs every 5 seconds. That's great. So you got a little bit of damage when they're starting to get low. So you can kind of spam this when they're low a little bit. You know what I mean? But also grants you major vitality, major savagery, and major prophecy for 10 seconds. So you get your crit rating. This is a good skill. It's fairly cheap. So, you know, between these two, you could really mess someone up and while they're frozen and this hits them, it's pretty crazy, right? So then you want to use Wrecking Blow. Now, your Wrecking Blow tooltip, you can get this thing up there pretty high. Remember, you got 10% coming from the other one. You know, you're looking at flat 12 plus, 10% plus another 10%. So you're essentially plus, Battle Orgs. Your Dizzy Swings, your Wrecking Blows are hitting pretty damn hard. And like I said, you hit them with this, freeze them. I mean, there's a lot going on here. Reverse Slice, a staple. Spin and strike and down, dealing 5,000 bleed damage. This right here, 400%, one of the best executes in the game. Cannot go wrong, especially with 2H. Deep Fissure, bread and butter. I love this. It hits hard. It gives you, major breach, reducing their physical and spell penetration by 5,942 and 2,974 for 10 seconds. So this is a really good skill. Now, a beautiful looking skill. Dude, this leap, take flight, you could really, really, really punish someone, and it also stuns them for 2 seconds. So it works out pretty great. I mean, this, it's a really strong skill, So love this skill. Now, you got the back bar, which super strong. Vigor's always been a staple and gives you physical and spell resistance for 297 for 20 seconds, which is insane. That's a lot of time, right? And then you got coagulating blood, super strong. This thing, you could basically heal through anything, and it is like I can't tell you how much this will save your life. I love this skill. Blue Betty, another strong skill, gives you 5% damage if nothing is cleansed, and basically you get weapon and spell damage. So for by 20%, and it's free. I mean, you literally, this is my favorite skill in the game. If I had one skill, this one. Why? Because I just like to spam the shit out of it. And then Crux Weave Armor. This is a great skill. Here's why. Forge Defiant Ruin Armor, can't read, around you, granting major resolve for 29 seconds, increasing your armor by 5,948. While the armor presents, taking damage applies minor breach, reducing the armor of your attackers by 2,974 for 6 seconds. Blow against your crux. So, I mean, you're also putting a little bit more penetration on them. So, there you go. Super strong. And also, it goes up, I believe, once I get to level 5. So, this isn't even fully out. Like, this and this still got to get maxed out. And then Deceptive Predator, super strong skill. You can basically remove snares. You got 30% speed. And then while slotted, you gain minor evasion, reducing damage attack for area attacks by 10%. Perfect. And then the oh shit button. This thing is extremely strong. You pop this, you ain't dying. People are going to hit on you, and then you will explode. It is a great skill, and it needs to be maxed out too. So these are great skills. Now, one of the main reasons why I like this is Animal Companion. Anytime your Animal Companion skill ends, you are healed. So this becomes a heal, which is crazy. And then casting Animal Companion while are in combat generates 4 ultimate, so you get more ultimate. Who doesn't want that? Increase your magicka and stamina recovery by 20%. The more stuff is slotted, so super strong. Increase your critical damage by 5% for each Animal Companion ability slotted, and I got 5%. So it's really strong, right? I love Animal Companion line. Here's this line. Increase the amount of damage you can block. I always block. That's good. While Dragonknight power ability is active, you receive healing increased by 9%. That's also pretty good because you can heal more. Increase your health recovery. This is pointless because it's PvP, but increase your physical and spell resistance by 290s. Perfect. So you're basically getting more tankiness. And then this passive line is super good too. Form a soldier with your mind defense an Arcan force while beneficial soldier apocrypha ability is active on your increase your armor by 3,000. So look at how much armor you're stacking. And then apocrypha knowledge bubbles up from the depths of your psychic. Increase your magicka and health stamina recovery by 81 for each soldier apocrypha ability. There you go. That's why you get recovery. Cast and so this is why I like this skill line. Cast, and I can't read, so sorry, you could read it to yourself. Cast an Arcanist ability wraps the weave around a faith, you granting you your group member minor evasion for 20 seconds, reducing damage from area attacks by 10%. This is so you're basically stacking this. Well, you can't stack it, so you if Bird of Prey's not up, you're still getting your reduction right there. And then this is, I don't consume Crux, so fortunately this is wasteful, but it's super strong. Right, so do you see kind of, and then also I'm Orc. Orc is, I could say Imperial is good with this, or Khajiit too. Khajiit, it'd be better if you ran Rally Cry on the back bar. This is Orc. Increase your max stamina, max health. When you deal damage, you heal. I mean, you can't, more weapon damage, more speed. A great thing. Now, there's 2 ways you can run these champion points. This one doesn't really matter. You can see what I'm running. I don't even know. This matters. Master's Arm, Deadly Aim, Ironclad, Resilience. This is what I go with. This is what I recommend. Top of the top. Now, you can run movement speed. You really don't have to run fortified because you see how much armor I already have. This is, you could have 37 and be tanky. You could run basically, I mean, because I play so much outnumbered, this actually makes you super tanky. And then this one too, being stunned or feared causes you to gain major protection, reducing your damage taken by 10%. That's also super, or celerity, so you could be faster. And then there's another one, if I can get to the damn skill line. What the hell? Where is it? There's one that there's one that I wanted to try that it didn't increase your magic and health. It's not that one. Automatically break free at no cost by this. You cannot. Okay, so where is it? When you break free, there's one that really gain max health, increase the duration of crowd control immunity 3%. There's one that I wanted to try. Reduce the cost of sprint while under. I think it might have been whenever you kill an enemy. No. Where was it? It's not these ones. There's one that is like super slept on. When you successfully block, while in combat, increase the amount of damage you can block. Reduce the damage taken per. I think it's on guard. While under crowd control, increase the amount of damage. Nah. I'm trying to give you that other option. It's not Bastion. While under. Where? I thought it was. Maybe. No, because I already got that to my champion bar. You could run Dragonknight. You could run Warden. Peace of Mind. Well, there's one though. Is it Unchained? It might have been Unchained. I can't remember now, to be honest, because it's I don't know if I'm tripping. Relentless. It's not. Okay, so it might be Relentless that I'm thinking of, or it could be this one. While afflicted with a status effect, your core combat skills 5% cost 25% reduction right here. This one. So if you were to go like this, like your skills become super cheap. Why didn't I see that? Okay, yeah. So basically, because there you go. So now check this out. I just wanted to give you guys this option, right? Now I'm going to show you how to play this. Look how cheap your skills become. Like 25% reduction. Like that's a lot. Like, and that's, I believe only when it won't show me it, but it's a lot. So it really, and you still look at your how much damage you can take. 36, 35. I mean, you're still like crazy tanky. So basically the way you want to do this, unfortunately, I can't show you freezing them, but so what you want to do is you want to put that down, right? You want to try to time it with the second one, right? And then if you see them under 50, you want to get your leap. So what I like to do is get my leap because that hits kind of hard, and like you got 10 seconds, and so like you can kind of spam that, right? Especially if you freeze them, you got 1, 2, right? So basically this is how I play this. Okay, I always let that go down first, right? And then I spam this, and then I freeze them, and then I try to get my essence, hit them, and then while they're so I kind of messed up on that. So let me get this again here, because you want to freeze them, and you want the beetle's leap to go off at the same time. This right here is just a spam. Like, this you don't really have to use, right? Because this is just kind of to keep your crit up. And you get to spam it, right? So it's like, you know, it doesn't really cost you anything. But what essentially you want to do is you got your first beetles, right? Make sure your crit's up. And then you got the second ones coming out. Now they're froze. So I kind of jumped the gun, but you get what I'm saying? So let's try that again. So you want to, you know, I'm just working them right now. Just until I get my, but like, look at how much you could spam that, right? So. Get some. Alright, so we got the lead. So we got one. Alright. Frozen. See what I'm saying? So that's essentially how you want to play this. So you want this to go off at the second one. So essentially it's like this, right? You know, you want to make sure you get your essence. You don't have to worry about that first one, but it's the second one. See how you basically try to time it and then leap. So we can try that one more time. I just really want you guys to get this down, because once you get it down, it's so fun to play. And remember, you could always start off with that. So if you're running up on someone, so the back bar, okay, so I'm only showing you the front bar. I should probably show you the back bar. So what I like to do is I go this skill first, then vigor, and then this one you can spam. So that one you don't have to be on. So you always hit that. Now you got that, right? So now the first one came off. You're waiting for that second one. You throw that. Now they're hit. Boom. See how they both went off at the same time? That's how you do it. See what I'm saying? So, like I said, this build, extremely tanky. Hits extremely hard. I mean, I really can't say much about this. I know this video went on quite a bit, but this is a great build. Really, really is. It's tough. So, if you guys enjoy the video, you'll see me playing this live. I have played this live, so I have had it live streams. I've got plenty of 1v. I literally called a kill. Like, I got 1vx in IC with this build. I think I killed 4 people. It was like a 2v8, so I think I killed 4 of them. But either way, I literally mid-stream was called it out. I'm going to freeze you, bucko, and then slam. So it's a great build. I would highly recommend it. So if you enjoy the video, definitely leave a like, comment, subscribe, whatever you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you guys so much for all your support. Take it easy. Out.